Hi, I'm Ozzy from Blame Canada, a channel that covers all things South Park. If you like South Park content, you should consider subscribing so you never miss a Blame Canada video. In today's video, we're going to be discussing Randy from South Park, specifically talking about all the hate the character has gotten from fans more recently in the series, and explaining why he's my favorite character on the show, as well as trying to provide counter-arguments to criticisms of his character. Randy Marsh has been a part of South Park from the very beginning, with his character and role in the show constantly changing over the years. Randy started off in the series as an ordinary everyman, working as a geologist for the town of South Park.
Yeah, Frank, it's Randy. Good. Yeah, listen, the little needle is moving. Yeah, it's going back and forth really fast. What does that mean? Let me check. Yeah, it's smoking.
Oh my god! A volcano!
And while Randy may have started off as a relatable, albeit somewhat plain, average Joe,
Stop acting so dull.
What you call dull, I call normal.
his character isn't defined by this in the slightest, as the basic and plain version of Randy that we are initially given is a far cry from the arrogant.
You want me to kick your ass right here?
Randy, sit down.
You want a piece of me? Because I'm pretty sick of your goddamn mouth.
What do you want to do, huh? What do you want to do?
Randy, don't.
You better shut up, asshole.
Standing right here.
Selfish.
You are all looking at the new owner of Blockbuster Video.
Blockbuster Video?
We have the entire business! You're gonna love it, Sharon. It is in pristine condition.
I just wish you'd have talked to me before spending all our money.
Sharon, it was $10,000 for the entire place. It wasn't gonna last.
Violent.
Come on, let's go. Right here.
Randy!
Sit down before you get hurt. Motherfucker!
Unhinged.
Are you sure you're all right?
Oh yeah, I'll be fine. I got some beers to keep my buzz going. There's a reason God made our penises like little hoses, boys. Hold the wheel, Stan.
Dad, we're gonna crash!
Shh, I'm trying to concentrate. Just hold the damn wheel.
Dude, I think you're being followed.
Oh yeah? Get off my ass, dickhole!
No, dude, it's the police.
And flawed.
At least we had a fun trip, huh, gang?
I can't believe you said the N-word on national television.
What? Well, what was I supposed to do, Sharon? I thought I was gonna make $30,000! Stanley, the only reason Daddy used that word is that he thought he would win money.
Alcoholic.
Dad, what the hell are you doing? It's the middle of the day. I thought you weren't gonna drink as much anymore.
No, Stan, you don't understand. I have a disease. Daddy's very sick.
What? Did you go to your AA meeting?
Yes, they're the ones that told me. I thought I could just quit drinking on my own, but it's an illness, son. Why did you give me this disease?
That most of us have come to love.
Did everyone enjoy the Halloween special?
No, Randy. Only you did.
Oh, well, that was pretty much my target audience anyway.
Randy's journey in South Park is a chaotic, hilarious, absurd, and brilliant evolution. And despite how normal he may have seemed at first, normal isn't even a word you would consider when describing him later on in the show.
What? Stan? You're a lousy kid. I wish Jaden Smith was my son.
While Randy had been present and actively involved in storylines since Season 1, he wasn't heavily developed beyond his role as a geologist, father, and vocal town member. That is until Season 9, Episode 5, The Losing Edge, where we first meet Randy as he truly is, an arrogant, selfish, violent, deeply flawed alcoholic. In a storyline where Randy gets drunk and fights other dads at Stan's Little League games.
Yeah, those dads get really drunk and obnoxious.
I can fight anybody.
I worked hard, believed in myself, and now I'm gonna be fighting in the state championship game.
I thought this was America! Huh? Isn't this America? Motherfucker! Go! What you got?
Come on, South Park. These kids are terrible.
This silly episode expands so well on the character of Randy and is a great launching point for the wacky, deranged, and insane plots and stories Randy would later be loved by fans for. Like when he intentionally gave himself testicular cancer in Season 14, Episode 3, Medical Fried Chicken, by microwaving his balls so that he could be prescribed medical marijuana.
Oh, hey, Stan, could you grab me a beer?
Oh! You do have testicular cancer.
Score!
1 ounce of Purple Orpal, 2 ounces of Fisherman's Friend, and a ½ ounce of Alabama Kush. That is nice. That is nice.
Or when he had aspirations of becoming a chef after watching too much Food Network in Season 14's 12th episode, Cream Fraiche.
Now, what I have for you is a nice goat cheese and heirloom tomato frittata. And we're gonna top that with a little cream fraiche.
Randy, you've been watching that channel again, haven't you?
No!
Yes, because every time you watch cooking shows, you stay up all night trying to copy what they made.
Well, I'm sorry if there's something wrong with me helping out with the cooking. I gotta get to work. I cook so you guys clean up.
Something I assume we all can relate to. However, for Randy, I think it was far more sexual than it might have been for us.
Randy, do not watch that no-no channel.
I'm not staying up to do that, Sharon. Jeez.
Oh. Oh, man, that is hot. Oh, yeah. Fuck.
Just look at that rack of ribs.
And who could forget in Season 16's Episode 12, A Nightmare on FaceTime, when Randy selfishly bought a Blockbuster before he slowly went fucking insane.
You are all looking at the new owner of Blockbuster Video.
People just don't know we're open yet! This was a great idea, but no! Everyone just wants to prove that Randy's going crazy! Don't mind Randy, he's just losing his mind! Grrr! You know what? Fuck you and Emily! Dad! I'm coming!
In a perfect parody of The Shining, as well as a masterful commentary piece on the death of Blockbuster and change of modern media. Or when he revealed himself to be indie pop singer Lorde in Episode 2 of Season 18, Gluten-Free Ebola. A silly plot that is continued in the next episode, The Sissy.
Wait till my girls see that I was at a party with Lorde!
Isn't as hot in person.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I am Lord, yeah, yeah, yeah. Lord, Lord, come in, Lord, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We love the city, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause I am Lord, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah.
And with how fast life passes us by, could you even blame Randy for getting addicted to nostalgia after being introduced to member berries in Season 20's Episode 1, Member Berries?
Look, maybe you need some supplements to help calm your nerves. Have you heard of member berries?
Member berries?
Remember the fugitive? Remember alien nation? Remember kids in the station? Remember nostalgia? Maybe?
Oh, they're adorable.
Remember Chewbacca again? Oh, I love to remember Chewbacca.
With episodes and storylines like these, it's not hard to see why people are or were fans of Randy in South Park. I personally love how they developed Randy, and while obviously he's a horrible person, he's so entertaining to watch.
Randy, you're working on that sediment analysis? Not now, Nelson. I just joined a big party of night elves and we're going to explore the Tower of Azora together. Is that a computer game?
No, Artard, it's an MMORPG. These are real people I'm playing with.
And largely because of this, he's my favorite character, and I often find myself rewatching episodes where he plays a more prevalent role. With that in mind, it should be no surprise that unlike a few vocal viewers, I myself have thoroughly enjoyed most of the episodes and specials where Randy has taken more of a central focus.
So come on down to Integrity Farms and meet some friends of mine.
Now that I've clearly outlined the moments that evolved Randy and made him one of the most beloved characters in South Park, I feel ready to talk about his more recent appearances in the series, and the reasons that some fans have started to grow annoyed with the character. Like the introduction of the Tegrity Farms storyline in South Park Season 22, Episode 4, appropriately titled Tegrity Farms, an episode of South Park where Randy, sick of the lack of integrity in South Park, decides to move his family out to the country, buying a farm.
I'm over it, Sharon. School shootings, pieces of shit taking Ambien and tweeting, priests raping kids, and somehow I'm not laughing anymore. Don't you want to just start over? Let's do it, Sharon. What I've always talked about. Let's get out of here. Go buy a farm and live off the land. Let's move out to the country. Go back to simple living when things mattered, like hard work and integrity. Out to a Colorado farm.
And what else would Randy be growing but a field of marijuana?
I gotta drive the tractor, gotta cut the grass. There's food in the kitchen and there's fun in the farm. That's life living on a Colorado farm. Ice cold beer, pickup truck, country music, listing shit. We got integrity to keep us warm. That's what you get on a Colorado farm.
The Tegrity Farms storyline is further continued in several episodes and seasons after its introductory episode in Season 22, like in the very first episode of Season 23, Mexican Joker, where Randy decides to bomb the home grows of everyone around South Park, so that he has less competition for his Tegrity weed, which the government ends up blaming on Mexican Joker.
How about I cut us down some of our homegrown weed and we get baked? Someone there? You want a normal size or a big fatty? Looks like Tegrity Farms is turning big profits again. I'm not getting pushed around anymore, you got it?
Leading directly into the next episode, Banned in China, a highly controversial and brilliant episode of South Park that is also very appropriately titled because it promptly led to South Park the show actually being banned in China. An episode where Randy tries to bring some integrity to China in the form of a fuckload of weed, leading to his immediate arrest.
等一下，你看看这个。
What is this, sir?
Oh, that's weed. Marijuana.
保安，保安，赶紧过来。
No, here we go. JC Dama Integrity Weed. Oh, hey, everything all right? What's going on?
Which makes sense. Jackie Chan's son couldn't even get away with smoking weed in China, despite his father's tiger grip on the CC penis. So I'm not sure why Randy thought he could just import a bunch of it like that. It's highly illegal there. After being arrested, Randy first confronts China about their lack of integrity, before he confronts Disney personified as Mickey Mouse about his lack of integrity, offering to sell them both weed as a solution to their lack of integrity.
You could use some integrity, China. Now, it just so happens that I own a Tegrity farm. You already have business with the Chinese. You have all the connections money can buy. But there's one thing you don't have. And that's integrity. Now, it just so happens.
Which is really ironic because Randy goes on to act without an ounce of integrity on his trip to China. After teaming up with South Park's version of Disney's Mickey Mouse, he and Disney try to do business there, only to be turned away, because China was still fuming over a real-life event that I find hilarious. When China banned Winnie the Pooh because it had become a meme to say that Chinese President Xi Jinping looks like Winnie the Pooh. Because of this, their business plans with China fell through.
Ha! Then she got so. It's like they didn't even want to listen.
They didn't listen at all? But why not?
It's the bear. They're still pissed off about the bear.
But for what?
Because some Chinese people on the internet started posting pictures of their president as Winnie the Pooh. It's a real thing. Look it up.
Which is wild, because he totally doesn't look like Winnie the Pooh. Speaking of Randy's lack of integrity, Randy literally fucking murders Winnie the Pooh as Piglet is forced to watch so that he can have a business relationship with China.
Perhaps I will share in just a few more slurps. What are you doing?
Continuing the Tegrity Farms storyline, in the very next episode, Season 23, Episode 3, Shots, Randy celebrates Tegrity Farms making $300,000 before Randy talks to Cartman's mom and Towelie, leading him to realize he shouldn't do business with China.
Okay. No more selling to the Chinese.
Then say it. Say f*** the Chinese government.
Chinese government.
I didn't hear you.
F*** the Chinese government. There.
Well, you just got your partner back.
After Shots, we get Let Them Eat Goo, an episode where Randy starts selling Tegrity Weed's leftover materials to be processed and made into a vegan alternative to meat, which leads Randy to be given a bunch of cows from a beef farmer who no longer has a use for them, as people are becoming vegan more often. Randy, not knowing what to do with the cows and not wanting them to eat his weed, decided that the best option would be for him to kill all of the cows. Leading into the Tegrity Farms Halloween special, which starts with Randy confronting Shelly about her marijuana problem.
Shelly, we need to talk about your marijuana problem. You know, what's your problem with it?
Everyone in this country is getting dumber, and I wish marijuana was illegal again!
Shelly! Okay, look. The thing is, this problem you're having with marijuana, it's just got to stop, okay? We're working on our Tegrity Farms Halloween special, okay? Nobody wants a giant bummer ruining it. I love you.
Randy, at least partially feeling responsible for Shelly's marijuana problem, tries to help her overcome it by taking her to the museum, but it doesn't work.
You're telling us that marijuana has been used throughout the centuries?
Is this why you brought me here? You said a father-daughter day at the museum could help us connect. I don't care if Egyptians use stupid pot!
She has a marijuana problem. Shelly!
As she tries twice to destroy the Halloween special. Randy even had to bring her to the police station to spend the night in jail.
It's a personal hell. I've done everything I can as a father, to help her with her problem, but she just ignores everything I say. I can't do this.
You're such a piece of shit, Dad.
No, Shelly, I love you. I just think maybe a night in jail is the wake-up call that she needs.
When you have a problem with drugs and alcohol, you hurt everyone around you.
Leading Randy to get far too high and hallucinate, calling the cops on himself.
There's something in the barn! It's dead because of you, and now it wants your soul!
Winnie the Pooh, we're going to leave!
Something's going down at the Marsh farm. Calm down, sir. I can't understand you. Put him on speaker.
There's monsters everywhere! All different kinds of monsters! Oh my god, what's that? Oh god, it's Harvey Weinstein! He's got me! You gotta... Oh! He's inside me! Harvey Weinstein is inside me!
The next episode, titled Season Finale, holds Randy accountable, at least for what had been discovered at the time of his recent actions, straight from the beginning of the episode.
People are fed up, Marsh. The past few weeks you've held parades for yourself, needlessly slaughtered 1,000 cows, made deals with the Chinese, and nearly poisoned everyone with your Halloween special. Everyone's had enough of Tegrity Farms.
South Park is nothing without Tegrity Farms.
You'll be taken to county jail to await your trial. Get him out of here.
You people are just jealous. Jealous that I took over South Park and I'm successful.
Leading to Randy going to jail, where he would have stayed, but he was saved at the last minute by placing the blame on a scared immigrant kid who was taken from his family and placed with the whites that conveniently went on a rampage while Randy was in court, proving to the town that Randy wasn't to blame for bombing the home grows because Mexican Joker exists.
I'd like to... Would you please get the f*** away from me? I'd like to take this opportunity to thank those who have always been by my side, supporting me from the very beginning. The people who stood by me since day one and gave me hope. The whites. And now, everybody, if you don't mind, I've got a farm to tend to.
The next time we see the Tegrity Farm storyline emerge is Season 23, Episode 10, Christmas Snow, where Santa Claus bans alcohol sales during the holidays, which is a very big problem for the people of South Park, as without access to alcohol...
Oh, what's the point, Jimbo? What's the point of driving now?
With their hopes of getting booze dashed, the town of South Park asks Randy to make a Christmas special to help raise Christmas spirits for the town. And after the mayor says a few kind words, Randy is more than willing to help. He spends a lot of the episode thinking about how he can make the special special, and decides to sell the town marijuana caked in cocaine, which is revealed after the mayor asks what's in the Christmas special that Randy aptly titled Christmas Snow.
Are people not liking the Christmas special so far?
Oh, people love the Christmas special. What exactly is in this Christmas snow?
Okay, look. You busted us. It's a mix of different strains of marijuana we had left over from last season. I know, it's wrong.
No. What is the white stuff on the marijuana?
Oh, that's cocaine.
What?
When the mayor tells Randy that cocaine was illegal, Randy gets the law changed to make cocaine legal, which is a hilarious and gross amount of effort just to get people fucked up on Christmas. It's almost commendable. It seems like Randy has everything figured out until Santa finds out about Randy selling the cocaine-infused weed and decided to have a new ordinance made to ban the sale of marijuana during the holidays, effectively shutting Randy down.
Must be more customers. What the hell is this? New ordinance been passed by the county. No marijuana sales till after the holidays. Hey, fuck you. Who has that kind of power? Look, I just do what I'm told, man. Happy holidays.
Or so you would think, but relentless in his journey, Randy starts selling cocaine outright as marijuana-free Christmas snow, which the town very much appreciates. But they probably fucking shouldn't.
Boy, people sure do have the holiday spirit now. It's weird though. My parents have a lot of holiday spirit, but they sleep until about 3 in the afternoon every day.
Yeah, last night my mom had a ton of holiday spirit and then passed out. She hasn't gone out to buy me any presents.
Butters, your mom has so much holiday spirit that she's riding an ATV with her tits out.
Christmas! Woo!
Santa is so pissed by this that he takes all of Randy's cocaine. But when Randy finds Santa, he convinces Santa that the cocaine is fine. And upon hearing this, Jesus shows up. And despite being hesitant, even Jesus agrees that Randy grew some fire cocaine.
Maybe I have been a little too old-fashioned in my thinking.
I can't believe what I'm hearing!
Jesus, you really gotta try it.
No!
Please, Jesus.
Okay, I get it. It's really clean.
It's integrity.
Jesus liked Randy's cocaine so much that he made it snow Randy's cocaine over the town of South Park.
I think it's time for a little Christmas miracle.
Try to catch some on your tongue. It's fun. Hey guys, I'm so happy my Christmas special turned out okay.
The next big update in the Tegrity Farm saga starts with South Park tackling COVID in the pandemic special, where Randy has a special pandemic-themed sale to take advantage of the fact that people are buying more weed during the pandemic.
A pandemic special, Randy? Really?
What?
People are hurting. People are dying, Randy. And all you can think about is making a special about it?
I'm doing something positive to try and help. People really need this right now.
You are a child, Randy. These are very serious times and nobody wants or cares about your stupid special right now.
And after Randy runs out of weed to sell for the day and starts boasting that maybe it wasn't such a bad idea to have a pandemic special after all, what Sharon says makes a lot of sense.
We have run out of weed for the day. Oh, hang on, sorry. Didn't somebody say the pandemic special was a bad idea?
I wasn't saying you wouldn't make money. I was saying maybe that's not what should matter right now.
Before we are shown that Randy got up to a lot more in China than trying to sell weed with Mickey Mouse, as we see Randy freak out after finding out that COVID had been linked back to a specific bat in China that he got far too familiar with.
To China! Boy, you sure know how to party, Mick.
Oh my God, look at her! She is so hot!
I think that's a bat.
Yeah, it's a bat! It's a mouse with wings!
Hey, Mick, where'd you go?
Randy, you gotta try. Go ahead, take a turn.
Concerned about this, Randy calls Mickey Mouse, who realizes the same thing Randy did the second he saw the news, believing Randy fucking the bat in Wuhan caused the COVID pandemic.
Do you remember when we fucked that bat in Wuhan?
I fucked a lot of bats!
Well, I've only fucked one!
I remember right after I got really sick, and this was all back in October.
Jesus Christ, you fucker! You started all this!
You told me to fuck the bat!
You didn't quarantine yourself after you got home?
Nobody knew anything about COVID when I fucked the bat. I thought I just came back from China with the flu.
However, it's revealed later on that COVID was actually caused by an even stranger animal in Wuhan, a pangolin, which I had never heard of, but apparently Randy got to know one just as well as he got to know the bat. And funnily enough, in a way, Randy ends up being a huge part of making a vaccine against COVID.
Guy might have a cure for COVID. It's okay, just breathe.
It's Jimbo. Doctor said he's better, so I can take him home.
Holy shit. It works. It can help.
But there are some unintended side effects.
This thing appeared on his face.
Thing. We have no idea what caused this.
Pandemic special.
Just fucking shut up! You have no idea if it's because of the special. You could just be sick again because you're a fat fucking alcoholic.
And there's a moment at the end I find very funny where Sharon, despite criticizing Randy and his weed, clearly ended up enjoying some of it, as she's seen with a mustache. In my opinion, I find this very similar to all of the people who claim to hate the Tegrity Weed storyline but still tune in, showing they don't hate it as much as they claim to. In South Park's post-COVID and return to COVID specials, we see Randy as a bitter old man in a dark possible future where Shelly burned to death in the barn, and Sharon kills herself out of grief, where Randy, even as an old man, takes no accountability, still blaming Stan,
Randy
who
Marsh
had become
had a little visitor
alienated
today,
from
and he'd
him
like to share
following the
that with
death
all
of
of
his
you.
mother
My
and sister.
son, who hasn't come to see me in over 20 years. And I have some things I need to tell him, but it's hard because he killed his mom and his sister.
And it's super funny how Randy thought his Tegrity Weed was the most important thing, the thing that would save everyone from COVID. And it turned out that it wasn't really important at all. It was just around.
Your dad fucked the pangolin every single time.
But then why did Kenny need my dad's weed?
Kenny just wanted weed to help him through the time travel. Your dad's weed was just around. There was nothing else special about it.
And while the Tegrity Farms storyline may have been filled with a lot of repetition for some viewers, I think it's clear that the creators had a lot of fun making these episodes. I personally find them very funny, and while I may be a fan of Randy, I can still admit that he has been given a lot more screen time and storylines in recent seasons. Like his role, once again, through the lens of Tegrity Weed, as he throws a St. Patrick's Day celebration, only to end up getting mad at Tolkien's dad when his St. Patrick's Day celebration pulls more people than Randy's does, claiming he was angry because he considered Tolkien's dad wearing a leprechaun suit cultural appropriation, which is obviously fucking crazy.
There's a farm across the street selling weed also, and the owner is actually 10% Irish.
So obviously you're upset that you don't seem to have any customers.
What I'm upset about is a wee little thing called cultural appropriation.
What's your point?
I'm looking at my point, you racist son of a bitch. You have no right to wear that stuff.
Randy ends up being such an asshole that they have to put him in jail, where he finds Butters, and together, using fucking St. Patrick's Day magic, I guess, escape jail.
Yeah!
Whoa!
Yes! Now use your clover rays!
Me golden coins of spite!
When Randy returns home, he finds out that Towley had sold all the weed they had to Tolkien's dad, Steve, and Randy confronted him about selling Tegrity Weed with a Credigree label on it.
Is everyone enjoying the special?
Randy, I thought you were in jail.
Oh yes, so did a lot of people. But you see, there's just one thing wrong. This isn't Credigree Weed's special. It's mine.
But I learned that you
No. You don't get to say what you learned, because it's not your special.
With Randy's arrogance and entitlement in the Credigree Weed St. Patrick's Day special, it makes sense that next they would have his character go through a Karen arc.
Ah, not Karen again. Jesus Christ. Yes, Karen, how can we help you this time?
Okay, first of all, I know what it means when you call me Karen, so you can just knock it off. Secondly, my neighbor's kid is over here at my house.
There's a kid trespassing at your house?
No, my son invited him over for lunch, and my wife is making him hot dogs and tater tots even though I said I don't want him here.
And that's exactly what we see in the Streaming Wars and Streaming Wars Part 2 specials. Episodes that evolve Randy into a superpowered Mega Karen.
I miss my water. I keep missing my water.
Oh shit, it's Karen! What?
Come on, go kids, go!
What happened?
And after convincing Randy that he needed to return to his roots, in a moment that brings Randy back to his basics with a really good song all about how much the people of South Park miss Randy's original character.
Oh, we missed you, Randy. Where have you been? It seems such a long time since we've seen our old friend. Everyone needs you, Randy. Where did you go? It's like you just became a one-note override part of the show.
A meta nod to the audience from the creators that shows that they hear people's criticisms of Randy, before the people of South Park quickly realized that they needed Karen Randy to defeat water park owner PP, because they needed someone powerful enough to affect a manager.
Why don't you tell everyone what you've been doing? I want to speak to someone in charge. No, because clearly you're not in charge.
What's going on up there?
What the fuck you're doing? Do you? I'm not wasted. You're wasted.
Okay, fine. If you don't leave, I'm gonna call the police.
Fucking do it. Fucking call the police. Bring them right here. Why don't you go back to your own fucking country?
Oh, hey, whoa.
The next special that we see Randy in is not a portrayal of the character that I like or agree with, and while the way he's characterized makes sense, I just personally wasn't a fan of his storyline in the Cred special. I feel like it was too much to have him jack off with Cred bottles, which I won't be showing for obvious reasons. And I think that Sharon low-key cheating on him via collabs for OnlyFans was a super weak look and lame direction for the character. So while it might seem like I'm glazing Randy pretty hard, I'm not a fan of every single one of his appearances. However, I thought in South Park's The End of Obesity special, the way that Randy got addicted to doing Ozempic with random women of South Park was very funny.
Here you go, Randy.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. That's, yeah, awesome.
Is something wrong, Randy?
No, I'm not scared.
Well, go ahead, Randy.
Randy! 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 Randy!
And it was super messed up how the whole time he was lying about his use of Ozempic to Sharon and telling her she needs to try harder at weight loss.
Are you doing those new drugs everyone's doing? Just be honest, Randy.
Sharon, I smoke weed and drink beer, that's it. I can't believe you would even think I would share it.
Then how are you not eating?
Well, I ate. Just because I don't eat as much as you. Just because I'm doing Pilates, working out and stuff. Sorry, I don't eat as much as you do.
Further showing his lack of accountability and complete comfortability with shirking responsibility and passing blame. Randy works as a character because while he's meant to be relatable in some aspects, he's grown to become unhinged, absurd, arrogant, and generally an awful dude. But like Cartman, the creators managed to make Randy such a crazy wild card who lacks morality that he's naturally become a focal point for the show. Like Cartman, he's part of the appeal of South Park itself. While some see these storylines as boring or repetitive and feel Randy steals too much attention from what they consider to be the original purpose of the show, stories about the boys that are focused more on their perspective, I see it more as the creators exploring storytelling in the world that they've created, through a character that likely more closely aligns with their current values and humor, considering that they're far closer in age to Randy than they are to the boys in the series. And while the argument for flanderization of Randy's character could be made because of his ever-growing shock value, which only continues to increase, the extremes being made more extreme can be seen less as a natural progression for a character and more of a flanderization of character, through his more extreme or absurd personality traits. However, in my opinion at least, the wacky and absurd becoming more and more connected with Randy's character aren't negative things, they're character growth. Keep in mind, it's not the standard character growth that many would be used to seeing. It's not a hero's journey, it's more real than that. Randy's flaws and traits are more human. In life, we rarely see extreme growth. And I think the way Randy's character develops is far more similar to a regular, everyday person's very average and very relatable growth. Because the average person is flawed, just as Randy is. Maybe not as flawed as Randy, hopefully, but that's part of the appeal of his character. Flanderization is when a trait that the character has becomes the overpowering characteristic of that character. And while Randy has for sure become more defined by these extreme character traits, they aren't traits that have been a part of his character from the beginning. But for this character, they're a part of his natural growth, traits that we've watched him develop over years and seasons of TV. And if the creators of South Park enjoy making Tegrity Farms episodes, creators who have given us almost 30 years of solid TV, shouldn't fans trust those same creators to do what they have always done and make them laugh? Like, I would argue that a true fan of South Park should love it enough to let it change, and trust that, at its core, it'll remain the hilarious, satirical show that they grew to love. Do you trust the creators who have kept you laughing for almost 30 years to keep making you laugh? I know I do. And if Randy getting more focus makes South Park fun for them to make, I would argue it helps keep South Park alive, because it keeps the heart at the core of the show intact. South Park has always been a show driven by two friends' desire to make each other laugh. And if Randy is the latest vehicle for that laughter, how could I, or any real fan of South Park, ever hate Randy? I've been Ozzy from Blame Canada. I hope you enjoyed my defense of Randy Marsh. Do you think Randy makes the show better? Do you think Randy's ruining the show? I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a Blame Canada video. And if you want to see more from the Blame Canada channel, look for my latest video, Why Community Matters, on Blame Canada TV, a channel where I cover topics and shows outside of the South Park universe. Thanks again for watching. I've had a great time talking about Randy with you. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you later.
My fist to the wall like I'm Danny Phantom. Ghost in the shell, bitch, it really don't matter. I really go ham and I don't need a camera. Lyrical samurai, I'm from Vermont, which is right under Canada. Off of the top shit frothy. Stop it, I can switch flows quick, infinite conscious. Step in my office, scope these frames. Look at my logic, company brain. Set up for profit. Aussie's a name blowing up like a rocket. Top shit, Aussie's top shit. Aussie got this, all shit, Aussie drop.